It's Dark 30 on the Feather River, a tributary of the Sacramento River in Northern California. We're trolling for striped bass, but not for long because the stripers won't bite. But starting at 6, the salmon will.
Good morning, everybody. I like it. Okay, here's what's going on. So, we got a big old swirling eddy, and it's all rock bottom, so we got this giant anchor, and it helps me hold in position. We got cold water in the low flow running down the Feather River to keep our river cold. That's what hatchery's right up here. And then we got warm water coming up out of the afterbay, dropping down a hill right into this, creates a giant pond. So all the fish are laying where the cold water's meeting the warmer water. It's getting pretty close in the temperature, but the fish are laying right there in this deep hole, and it goes from 20 feet and just crawls right on down into 40. So we got it set exactly right there. I always make fun of everybody and say I can't afford a spot lock trolling motor. That would really work good, but I break them as fast as I can buy them, so I quit. I just gave up on them. So we're going to use this big heavy anchor. We're going to get in key position. We've been getting fish there every day, so we're expecting, we've been hooking 4 or 5 a day. We land on 4 or 5, and then great. If we get a couple, that'd be great too. But that's what's going to happen this morning.
There's a lot of stuff this season.
Bunch of fish coming through. We got about 10 minutes till we can get started here. Pretty promising sign of what's to come once we get the lures in the water.
Well, what we're going to do here, we got a little dropper on here, and it slides, and that's where your weight goes. The reason why we rig it like that, so when you're netting these big fish in this current, if you get this hung up in the net, then it will slide, and your drag will go out with the fish that's connected to your flatfish will be on here, your killer fish. And so with that sliding, it sticks in the net, gives you time to cut it off and that, and your fish can run off and do its thing. So, and then we'll hook our plug on here. This is an old Kenai Rainbow with a sardine wrapper on it. And that's it, right there. Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock. You can start fishing for salmon. We were already striper fishing and that, so we can start salmon fishing now. We're trying to get a little current, get our lures working. It hooks back around a back eddy here, so it's a 40-foot hole out here. There's an apron that goes across. It's all cement, and you'll see guys casting out there with the lights on. They're trying to bead one up with a hook and a bead. And we're running these underneath right to the edge of the apron because it goes straight down into 40 feet of water. And we got a big school of fish that just circles around in here. Later on, we'll go downriver and fish the little pockets in that, but we always start off here and see what happens. It's always good for a couple fish. Hard to get your lure to work. Really, you got to constantly pick it up and try to find current with your lure. When you get it to work real good, then you can back it out a little more. There it goes.
So what we're doing here, guys, is we're backing our lures and up underneath this current. We're holding them, we're finding bottom. It's kind of hard to keep our lures working. Keep them pumping good. This fish.
Welcome back to the Feather River. I'm Justin Wolf. It's just a few minutes past legal fishing time, and we have our first hookup of the morning, a recently arrived fall run king salmon.
There he is. That's a Kenai Rainbow K16, Brad's killer fish. One of our favorites.
That Kenai Rainbow is my favorite. I love that lure, man. I don't know what it is. They like that Kenai Rainbow. A while back we started using that. I think we were up in Las Molinas, huh, Whoopi, when we did the show up there. Man, that lure's hot. Oh, really good lure. Great color. I don't know what it is. I know it's dark out, but you know, I don't care when it is. I'll always put that one on. It's a good one.
I was using a 1 ounce. I'm going to switch over to a 2 ounce here. Keep them away. The current's real slow, and just a fine little line you got to find the bottom on.
Oh, 2.
Try to keep it away from everybody else's stuff. Come around over here. Just traded out lures. I was using the Brad's K16, the double trouble.
Don't slide up the side, brother.
Put on the dragonfly and got bit right away.
Beautiful fish. These are new fish. New fish. They're gorgeous.
So this is the dragonfly here. Sardine wrap on the bottom of it. I was running the double trouble the first part of the morning. Had a bite on it. Just traded this one out. Fresh lure and got bit right away. As you can see, nice clean fish. It's always been a good lure. Every lure's been good today though. Party time's gotten bit. Kenai Rainbow. Like usual, the Brads are producing.
Yeah. What we're doing is we come here, we're gonna give it about an hour. Man, normally we just a few hours here and then we go to row, but the fish are bright and chrome. We've had obviously a new run of fish come in today. They're jumping all around in here, so we'll probably get 1 or 2 more here and then we'll go downriver. We got some spots we want to try down there, completely different. Fly line, it's just a different way of fishing. It's a lot easier. This is a crazy back eddy. It's hard to get your lure to work in that, but as you can see, it's very productive. So anyways, we'll give it a little bit longer here and then we'll go show you guys something else.
Yep, fresh bait, so I'm gonna rewrap that same lure. It just got bit. Take a pair of scissors on your sardine fillet here. You wanna trim it. You're basically squaring it up so it lays on your plug nice and flat. You take your fillet, you usually get about 2 baits out of them. Trim it there, and you make a nice little section right down the middle. And what that does there is it creates an area to where you can take your Brad's killer fish here, slide your lure. Oh, gotta check that eyelet. Always check your eyelets. Straighten them up. You take that sardine fillet, put it right in there. And then you get some of this Procure sardine juice. Put a little bit in there in the middle of it.
Oh, monster.
Welcome back to the Feather River. I'm Justin Wolf. It's a beautiful morning, especially if you're dropping K16s into the big hole.
Oh, monster takedown. God. The tug's the drug, guys. Unbelievable. Massive head shakes. These Talon Angler West rods are killing them. Love them. Here we go. Here we go. We're going hard. We're going to get his head down. Oh, we got an old black boot, but here we go. 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 It's a darker one. A little bit darker fish. We might let this one go. Actually, it's pretty. Not bad. It's actually not that bad. We've had a bad year on salmon. We might want to keep it. That was great, guys. It was a classic takedown. Just come up and it just throttled. Boom. Fish on. So yeah, shoot. Everybody around's catching them too today. So it's a pretty good day. Not bad. Got a late start.
Came on.
Whoa. Boo. Boo.
So we've got real warm water this year in the river. We're gonna give this a shot here. It's the water-soluble fish oil, the garlic. Every once in a while, and give it a little spray after your lure's been down there a little bit. Gives it some smell to it, and garlic's real potent, and they can smell it really well underwater. It'll stick on there and then slowly wash out as that lure's down there swimming.
All right, guys. Well, that's the guaranteed spot. You always get them there. So what we're going to do now is go downriver. We're going to fly line or use a 1/2 ounce weight in the ripples, get in the shallow water, catch them running through. They always hold up there in that cold water. That's the low flow where it meets the outlet. So anyway, so we'll get down here and we'll do that. We'll get on this flat. We've been getting some fish down here, so we'll see what happens. But we got very optimistic today with all the new fish arriving. I don't know why they're late this year, but man, these nice fish, brand new fish. We're hoping for a big October and maybe even a November in California this year for the fish. We still have good water. A lot of water coming out. I think it's 2,500 still. So great morning. I think we ended up 7 fish that were on that grabbed it. 5 of them fighting and 3 of them made it in the boat. So it's a tough place to land a fish, but it is what it is. Great time. The best bite there is that the plug bite. That little guy. We're gonna go with about.
Fresh lure?
No, I don't. Little tiny weight on that slide. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Won't be long now.